After years of suffering corruption, Romania has finally had enough. Foreign corporate interference, diplomatic assaults, and corruption by some of the biggest Austrian firms in Romania have pushed things to the tipping point. And now, with Romania being denied Schengen status, things have become more complicated than ever before. Let's break it down. The diplomatic relations between Austria and Romania have historically been influenced by the global political landscape. Both countries have generally sought to cooperate in their mutual interests, and Austria has strongly supported Romania's membership in the European Union. But there is more to this issue. In 2022, 5 European Union countries, Bulgaria, Croatia, Cyprus, Ireland, and Romania, were not yet part of the Schengen area, which is a part of the EU. Ireland chose not to join, while the others were working towards it. Cyprus had some border problems, and Bulgaria and Romania had corruption issues. Bulgaria and Romania joined the EU in 2007. When they first tried to join the Schengen area in 2011, 6 countries opposed it due to the same concerns. But they worked on fixing their issues, and most of the countries that opposed them changed their minds. Croatia, which became an EU member in 2013, also wanted to be part of the Schengen area. Austria and the Netherlands still said no to Bulgaria and Romania joining the Schengen area, even though the countries made some big changes. Romania had trouble with Austria in the vote, while both Austria and the Netherlands said no to Bulgaria. It was announced recently that Bulgaria and Romania are still not part of the Schengen area. This came as a disappointment to the whole nation of Romania, but its citizens seemed less than surprised. They have had enough of the Austrian interference in their economy and their place in the world. Not long ago, Austria was found at the heart of a political crisis in Romania, and things seem to have gone down since for the two countries. The National Anti-Corruption Directorate, DNA, of Romania asked the top prosecutor to inform President Klaus Iohannis about a request to investigate former Prime Minister Calin Popescu Tariceanu. This report was met with shock across the whole country. Tariceanu was suspected of getting about USD 800,000 in gifts from people representing an Austrian company back in 2007-2008 when he was Prime Minister. In return, Tariceanu was believed to have made decisions that helped the company commit fraud and tax evasion. The Austrian company in question was Fujitsu Siemens Computers. In 2014, Fujitsu Siemens GmbH Austria complained about wrongdoing by Romanian employees in connection with a 2004 deal with the Romanian government about Microsoft software. Fujitsu Siemens Computers had been involved in other cases related to renting Microsoft licenses. In 2019, the Senate rejected a similar request from the DNA to start a criminal investigation against Tariceanu. After that, legal action was taken based on the facts known about his involvement. Other people, including an Austrian businessman, were taken to court. New information came to light as a result of gathering more evidence, which shed light on what was mentioned earlier about the former high-ranking official, shared the request filed by the DNA. But this is not news for Romania in the greater context of its relationships with Austria. As one of the most corrupt countries in the world, Austria has leached upon Romania for decades. Let's look into some other big companies that have misused the Romanian good faith. If you find this video interesting, please like it and subscribe to our channel for more amazing content. HS Timber, Eastern Europe's largest timber processor, had been involved in a controversial practice with its Romanian suppliers for over a decade. The Austrian company required its Romanian partners to deliver logs that were at least 10 centimeters longer than what was officially documented. This practice, known as overlength, allowed HS Timber to accumulate significant amounts of wood that were not officially declared, potentially amounting to 1.6 million cubic meters of timber, worth around $34 million. This extra wood was never officially recorded, making it impossible for authorities to monitor the number of trees being cut down or tax HS Timber for processing it. To address this issue and ensure traceability in the Romanian timber industry, the government proposed a new law in 2022, which could potentially curtail HS Timber's ability to demand free extra wood from its suppliers. Senior executives from HS Timber were recorded discussing their demands for overlength in a March 2022 phone call. The executives acknowledged that authorities were insisting on the accurate measurements of logs, which would eliminate the practice. HS Timber's Romanian business has faced multiple investigations for not declaring all the wood it received. Prosecutors and state forestry officials have conducted at least 5 probes into HS Timber for this practice since 2011. The company is now potentially facing charges for receiving extra wood without reporting it, which could constitute tax evasion and violate laws regarding the origin of processed timber. This controversy raises questions about the sustainability of HS Timber's global supply chain, as a significant portion of its production is sold in Europe, with the remainder exported to countries like the US and Japan. But more than that, it raised questions about corruption in Romanian land and how it affects the development of one of Europe's most important countries. The current political situation in Romania is also heavily influenced by the ongoing conflict between Ukraine and Russia. Romania, due to its humanitarian efforts and its potential role in the European oil industry, holds a significant position. As a neighboring country to Ukraine, Romania provides aid to those affected by the war. It would seem logical for the two nations to continue building a mutually beneficial relationship. However, an Austrian company is causing complications. Ukraine's National Agency for Prevention of Corruption, NAPC, has identified the Austrian Raiffeisen Bank International as a supporter of Russia's invasion of Ukraine. This is based on Raiffeisen Bank's official recognition of the self-proclaimed Luhansk People's Republic and Donetsk People's Republic, regions in Ukraine occupied by Russia. Furthermore, Raiffeisen Bank continued its operations in Russia even after Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine. In 2022, Raiffeisen Bank paid a significant amount of 559 million euros in taxes to the Russian Federation. This substantial income could have been used to purchase cruise missiles that Russian forces launched against Ukrainian cities, targeting civilians and critical infrastructure. Raiffeisen Bank has been operating in Russia since 1996 and is considered one of the systemically important banks in the Russian economy. Despite Russia facing sanctions due to its unprovoked and illegal invasion of Ukraine, Raiffeisen Bank has continued its operations in the country. During his visit to Romania on October 10th, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky encountered unexpected obstacles. He was scheduled to deliver a speech to the Romanian legislature, but decided against it. The main reason was opposition from a group in Romania called the Alliance for the Union of Romanians, AUR, which opposed the idea of a Ukraine-Romania corporation. Support that is important for the development of the Romanian gas project. This group has gained more support since the 2020 election in Romania. With Raiffeisen Bank's influential presence in Romania's economy, this situation couldn't have arisen at a worse time. In June, Romanian gas company Romgaz announced plans to invest up to 4 billion euros in developing natural gas fields in the Black Sea. This project could yield a substantial amount of natural gas annually. Construction is set to commence next year, with gas production anticipated to start in 2027. Success in this endeavor would enable Romania to produce its own gas, reducing its reliance on other countries, particularly Russia, for energy. This is significant because Russia has previously used its control of gas supplies as a means to exert influence over Europe. But unless the Russian influence in the country is addressed, forming a productive coalition between Romania and other crucial nations like Ukraine will be challenging. This also implies that as long as Austrian companies continue to play a central role in Romania's economy, developmental efforts may face significant obstacles. Austria's continuous denial of Romania's Schengen status is a clear indication of their reluctance to see Romania succeed. With all of this going on, the next few years will be telling for Romania. The best way forward is to foster greater European trade and political values. The country has already broken ground on its gas project, and its relationship with Ukraine is projected to become more stable by the end of 2024. With most countries now calling on Austria to let Romania into the Schengen group where it rightfully belongs, and the Romanian boycott of Austrian companies, things are finally looking up for the European state. And all it took for the country to get here was to finally say, enough is enough. And with all this going on, it makes sense that the Romanian people have had enough. If you liked this video, please like and share. Or check out more interesting videos just like this on our channel. Thank you for watching.